Hello and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. Today I'd like to talk about virtual reality and the effects on small business. I believe that virtual reality can be used in any small business. It just may save the day. Every small business and investor should be considering putting a portfolio stock in their portfolio. A virtual reality stock will pay dividends over the next decade. As everybody knows, COVID-19 devastated small businesses all across the United States. Big cities, small cities, little towns. Businesses that were once profitable found themselves having nobody showing up to buy, and they were forced to close down. COVID-19 has changed the way customers will shop in the future. No longer will they walk down Main Street or in a strip mall or a mall searching for merchandise. Instead, they're going to purchase things from their home, on their couch, in their own atmosphere. But virtual reality will give them a very different online shopping experience. Virtual reality can allow you to visualize things in 3D. There are many uses for 3D virtual reality, especially in education, both young and old. Virtual reality may stimulate interest in high school students and prevent dropouts. If you're interested in this subject, you'll learn. There's all kinds of educational uses and testing using virtual reality, and it can be almost realistic. In the medical field too, you can actually do an operation virtually in simulated environment and practice. That way you don't kill the patient. And perhaps we can turn around and get doctors quicker by using virtual reality and actual training. It takes 8 years to be a doctor these days, medical doctor. The military is using virtual reality for simulation, their flight simulators, battle simulators. This guy looks a little old, doesn't he? Can you imagine a troop going into battle wearing goggles like this? Notice Oculus. Facebook is what we're going to talk about today. Imagine doing military training and actual combat training without killing the enemy. This may prevent a lot of accidents, accidental shootings. Of course, you can have Zoom meetings, but soon we'll have 3D meetings where the people will actually visualize sitting in the chair right next to you, and they won't be they'll be like a hologram. Save a lot of money traveling. An architect can go out to the site, and the players and decision makers can visualize the building actually on this site. Pretty cool. Records could even be kept with 3D. Here's an example of a online store where you can actually go in, try on the items, select it by site, price it, and order it. A simulated shopping experience. Stores for young and old can be developed, and small business can compete with big business because you cannot tell whether this store is from a big box store or just a little mom and pop with a 9x12 garage. Virtual reality may be the equalizer, the business equalizer. Leaders in this industry include Facebook, which we'll talk about today, Apple Computers, I guess I could have found a better picture, Microsoft, Lumina, Microsoft, Alphabet Corporation and Google, Qualcomm, and Snapchat. I firmly believe there is a future for virtual reality in business. Just may save the day. Let's take a look at Facebook, one of the leaders in this technology. After the retail apocalypse, will small business survive? I think it will. It'll just be in a different form, and perhaps maybe we won't need so many storefronts. Besides, everybody's going to need a side hustle, and virtual reality may just be the technology that allows everyone to participate. I believe people's lives will change because of virtual reality. You'll be able to travel, visit museums, visit stores, visit downtown, even visit your mother via virtual reality. It's going to change our lives in this next decade. We need to go and invest in the future. Let's look at Facebook. So the purpose of this video is to show you a couple of the steps I go through when I analyze and look at a stock. One of the first things I do is I go to FinViz finbiz.com, which is a free application out there. A lot of people use it. And I take a look at what the market did and what Facebook is doing. The market at the time of this video had a down day on Friday. And also Facebook had a down day. It's not to be discouraged on this. This might be a buying opportunity. Facebook ticker FB. And there's that red candle for a down day. Generally been going up. Currently at 329. 329, and its target is 386. It's optionable in case you want to play an option against it or option spread. Shortable, yes. And it's got a buy recommendation according to FinBiz. Definitely profitable, as we know. Mark Zuckerberg is rolling in cash, and the future looks bright as well for PE. In May, there was 2 downgrades, and one in April. Citicorp, neutral, and there's some articles. As we know that Facebook is a media company where you can share ideas. One negative is that Facebook might be getting some government constraints put on it, especially since they decided to go and censor certain people and viewpoints on their platform. There's censorship and privacy issues where people, when they look for a couch, suddenly they get all kinds of ads for couches and things like that. Some people want their data to be private, and that's going to be an issue over the next decade, privacy and censorship. FinBiz, free. This is another useful website, TipRanks. They have a free version and a paid version. Both are good, and the paid version is not that expensive. I'm using the free version. You can do a lot with this site. Currently at 229, almost 230. Target is 387. That's a good jump. Strong buy, according to TipRanks now. It's got a number 10 rating. That's what you want to see. And this is unusual. You don't see all green here, but it does. The hedge funds are buying. We like to see that, especially in these times. As we see before, the chart looked good. And the next earnings date is July 27th, the end of July. Plenty of time. A lot of people don't want to invest around earnings. Another website that I recently started using was Simply Wall Street, because one of my weaknesses is being able to read a balance sheet very well. I cannot do what Warren Buffett does and look at his balance sheet and decide whether a company is undervalued, overvalued, good buy. So I'm using this as a tool to help me. And this is called a snowflake. And the object is to pick stocks. And you want to probably find a stock with all green, where everything is rosy. Right? Those stocks are very hard to find. But you want to have this filled out as best you can. And you notice there's nothing filled out here on dividend. The future does look bright, but maybe there's some reason why they don't have it all filled in. Let's take a look at future growth. And here is the reasons why they don't have it all filled in. Earnings expected to grow slower next year. They're going to grow, but not that much, less than 20% per year. That's information that for me, hard to find. And the dividend, although I'm not a dividend investor because I'm a swing trader in and out, but they gave it a low marks on the dividends because they don't pay none. This is the executive summary. It's trading below at fair market value. I'll show you a little chart here in a minute. Yeah, these are the competitors. Snap, as I mentioned. This is a Chinese company. According to their calculations, and I don't want to go too far into this, but the current price is here, and the fair value, market value is here. It's undervalued according to these calculations, and that generally, if you're going to buy, which I'm looking to buy for the future, looking to get into virtual reality, you're looking for one that's undervalued. It's trading below its fair market value by more than 20%. Anyway, I'm starting to like this tool. It's putting it in a way that I can understand it and graphically, and I think it's around $200 a year, maybe it's $150 a year, but it's not expensive. No, it's $10 a month. $10 a month, and I believe I got good use out of it. Very helpful so far. So this is TradingView, and it's another free package, and you get the free version is very robust. It's great to start with. You get up to 3 indicators. This has 4 indicators. This is my zigzag. You know, it's the perfect indicator. It always picks the bottoms and tops. Look at this. If you could do this in real life, you'd make a lot of money. How does a zigzag do it? It doesn't print this little blue bar until it has enough information. Right now, it doesn't know what it's doing. It's waiting for some more information to see if it's going to go up. Right now, it's looking like it's going to go down. So when it's looking like it's going down, that's when I like to take, or when it looks like it doesn't know what it's doing, that's when I like to take action. This is the MACD, and my indicator is saying it's going down. The price looks like it's going down. This is my stochastic RSI, and when it's below the 20, or when it's above the 80, and coming back around, it looks like it's going to go down. But this looks like it's a little oversold, like it's getting in the oversold position. And the RSI 4, is pointing down. So my indicators are saying that Facebook is going down. Of course, it looks like it is too. But do we really believe it's going to go down for too much? So I drew a Fibonacci from here to here. And if you don't know what Fibonacci is, it's nothing but lines that have to do with probability that a lot of people look at. Now, I draw a fib. There's plenty of, by the way, there's plenty of videos out there, and I'll make one eventually myself. And you have to ask yourself, is it going to get here before it gets here? Well, based on my indicators, down, 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 it's going down a little bit, but then I think it's going to come back around. So I'd be looking to buy here or here, and this is your 50% retracement. A lot of people believe that it'll retrace back to the 50%. And then continue on. And the 50% is around 321, 322. So I'm going to wait to buy at 321. I'm not going to short this stuff. So what I'm trying to do is buy it at 321, which is about $9 less than it is currently at. So what do you think? Is it getting down to here? Or is it going to turn around and go up here? What do your indicators say? Please put your comments below. Do you think Facebook is a good bet for the future? Do you feel that virtual reality is a way of the future? Do you think virtual reality is going to affect everybody's life over this next decade? And do you want to get involved in that technology? Facebook is just one way of doing that. I hope you agree. Please leave your comments below. And remember, don't take advice from somebody wearing a bathrobe in their basement, holding a cat. Do your own due diligence. Do your own investigation. You can do exactly what I've done here, especially if you're, relatively new. You don't have to be perfect at it. Don't take his advice, but learn from him and learn from others. Be careful out there. Catch you on the flip.